Rachel Roberts. Hope you're all excited. Some amazing things are in store. There's Zach and some awesome friends, Chris and Karen, all kinds of amazing folks coming up. Theresa and I have a piece for you.
When the bombs start falling and people are marked on their hands, on their foreheads, on their backs, marked as us with them, light your lamps.
When peace is shattered into pieces and the shards are but more rubble on the streets, light your lamps.
When a generation of babies half a world away is raised by the missiles and shells, the only parents left to them, the missiles and shells, to show them how to live in this upturned world, light your lamps.
When those bombs and missiles and shells proudly bear the label, Made in America, light your lamps.
When the food is not food and the air is not air, light your lamps.
When the water tap leaks lead, leaks arsenic, leaks uranium, light your lamps.
When the clock ticks down to zero, light your lamps.
When the calendar has turned its final page, light your lamps.
When birds fall from the sky because there is no sky left for them to fly, light your lamps.
When fish gasp for breath through our plastic, through our pollution, light your lamps.
When money writes the laws, and money decides the courtroom verdicts, and money is leader, and money is king, and money is milk, light your lamps.
When our country bends its knees to pray to the all-powerful God of profit, light your lamps.
When boys die on the street, on their front porches, in their backyards, because uniform is afraid of skin, light your lamps.
When propaganda hijacks history, when truth is replaced with more comfortable fiction, light your lamps.
When you write a list like this, and it doesn't even feel like it matters, light your lamps.
When you feel like you don't matter, light your lamps.
When the quietest voice in the quietest house is afraid to even whisper above the stars, light your lamps.
When the loudest voice in the loudest house is filling others with fear, light your lamps.
When you need a map, when your sister needs a guide, when your brother has no home, light your lamps.
When your daughter sees a world that doesn't accept her for who she is, light your lamps.
When the snow is thick and the rain is thick and the smoke is thick, light your lamps.
When your child can only see darkness, despair, light your lamps.
When food has run out, when strength has run out, when faith has run out, light your lamps.
When we have food to spare, when we have strength to spare, when we have faith to spare, light your lamps.
When you stand in safety but know there are others caught in storms calling for help, light your lamps.
When, despite the misery and injustice in the world, you look up and see the sun setting so beautifully in the sky, light your lamps.
And sometimes, just because you're happy,
Just because you are joyful,
just because you're tired,
just because you are celebrating,
just because you're bored,
just because you don't need any reason at all, light your lamps.
Theresa Göttl,